Hello and welcome back to the channel. HeirofCarthage here, and I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I typically am playing Total War games. Obviously there are other games out there that I like, and I think this is one that's quite relevant to my channel. It's definitely one that's relevant to my history in gaming. I played Age of Empires when I was rather young, still in school. This was the original one, and of course we always used it as an excuse to get our teacher to let us play a game at school because we would tell them it taught us about history. And I guess it did, but it also taught me that I liked video games. But regardless, here's Age of Empires 4. It is out. And I wanted to give you some initial thoughts and impressions on it if you are considering this game. Now, do note, this is not a full-fledged review or something. I don't really do those on my channel, period. And I don't feel like I've played the game long enough to give you a full review. I do have about 10 hours into the game. I've played past Age of Empires titles, all of them. Probably played Age of Empires 3 more than anything, though. But in any case, here I am, Age of Empires 4. So it's set in the medieval period. Not my favorite period personally, but not something I'm going to knock the game developers over. It's obviously a very popular time period amongst people who enjoy history. And I think that this game is really kind of meant to be a spiritual successor to Age of Empires 2, would be my guess, based off what I've seen in it so far. I could be wrong. Just that's my take on it. So, quick take before I load in, and yes, there will be some gameplay. Feel free to skip on through to the gameplay if you want, but otherwise, I'm going to give you a few thoughts, and then when I do play the game, I'm not going to really talk or comment. I'm just going to play and let you all see it. So again, if you want to see the gameplay, go to that. I'll shut my app, and you can check it out. I am very unimpressed with the graphics in this game. In fact, I think it's kind of disappointing. However, graphics aren't everything, right? I like Minecraft, and the graphics suck. There's other games I like where the graphics aren't everything, so I'm not really going to let that be a huge mark against this game, but I will say that this game has been in development for a very long time, and I did expect a little better in the visuals department. It's not awful, but it's just disappointing to me. Again, does it ruin the game? No. Gameplays-wise, I wasn't like thrilled at first with the gameplay, but the more I've played it, I actually am kind of catching on to it, and I kind of like it. I think that it is pretty solid gameplay for an RTS game, and there are a couple highlights, I think. I want to throw some good stuff in here, because I told you what I didn't like, which was the graphics and the time period. Of course, I'm not actually counting the time period against the game. Let me throw some good things in here. The campaign mission cutscenes are really cool. They've done an excellent job. It's like something from a history TV special narration, and really looks nice, and really sets you in the battles. And it's kind of neat. Even though the game itself isn't like some kind of really good historical recreation, it's just kind of neat because it's telling you about the battle. The video is really cool. It mixes like real video footage with some overlaid animation and stuff, and it's really neat. It brings the battles to life. I've been playing this Norman campaign, and I'm going to show you a mission from it. And it really brings the game to life, and I think it's really neat the way they did it, and I think they deserve credit for it in terms of being just a nice little touch. And then the other thing I want to throw out there for this game, which you'll see early in this gameplay, is that they added stone walls, and they've updated them to where you can, when you build a wooden wall, for instance, it still operates like walls did in past Age of Empires, where players can try and throw torches to burn it down or bring siege equipment to knock it down. Stone walls are totally different now. You can't just have units come up to them and throw torches and bring them down. You have to construct siege equipment. Well, siege equipment can be, some of it like rams and towers can be constructed by your infantry units on the battlefield, which is really cool because that's what they would have had to have done in sieges, right? They come up to the siege, they've got to cut down the wood, and they've got to start making the siege engines. So it's really pretty neat. I like that. And then you can also garrison archers and other units up on top of the walls. And so you can use the walls to a lot better advantage in this game, and I think that's really appropriate for the medieval time period. And again, I want to give that to them as a mark of something well done. Anyway, that's just my initial thoughts. Again, not a full-fledged review. I'm going to go ahead and play some now, though. We're going to go back into this campaign, and we're going to be taking the battle into 1215 at Rochester as King John. This is the part where I shut up, and you just check out the gameplay and see what you think for yourself. Actually, before we play the battle at Rochester in 1215, it doesn't actually have one of those good cutscenes. There was a lot of those cutscenes, but it was actually kind of a shorter cutscene, and they didn't use that kind of real-life visuals mixed with layover that I just told you about, and I really want you to see that. So I'm going to fire up the Battle of 1066 at Hastings just to let you see what that intro looked like. And then I'm going to go ahead and swap back and we'll go play the Battle of 1215 for Rochester.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown, so he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Well, there you go. Now you all know what I was talking about. They did a really nice job. I thought that was nice, at least. All right, so now, again, I'm going to shut up. We're going to jump into the Battle of Rochester, 1215 in the Norman campaign, so enjoy it.
In the year prior to the defense of Dover, King John's defiance of the Magna Carta had mired England in a rebellion known as the First Barons' War. Across England, barons broke ties with the crown and seized important cities, including Rochester. With his reign under threat, John deployed his forces to retake Rochester and capture the traitors. King John's men arrived at the outskirts of Rochester, set to retake the castle and drive out the rebel barons within. But Rochester was a formidable fortress that protected the route to London, and the rebel barons were prepared to lay down their lives to hold it. Before King John's men could hope to retake the castle, they would need to reinforce their position by capturing the village of Chatham. The king's men secured Chatham and began preparing for an arduous siege. Rochester's keep was protected by strong stone walls. The king's army would need mighty siege weapons to break through.
Building done. Hit local.
Intended beorkende. We are fortgangende.
Anselige building. You're right to done some work.
Every chart, host it down. Buildende that retinue.
Aggress at yourself.
See fate a worker.
What needed be undone? Equal building that for day.
What needeth be undone? Ikil habi that he building anon.
What needeth be undone?
Arita, what needeth worker?
Arita, what needeth worker? You'll then do that see thing to worker. You'll then do that read the note.
Kempes, luftet for we aren't going to Turkis.
Hit lock as good.
See thing to worker. See thing to worker. Flock in they would, swow heads. Building done. It looketh good.
Intended nu, Tulkis. Alunga nu, Ferren.
What needeth be undone?
Over it, yeah, so at the head.
King John's forces were struck by a raiding group of rebels sallying from the castle.
Weapons, yeah! Fall!
Save the Hastings.
Agretes for Hastings.
Harkeneth all.
Kempes, lustet for Hastings.
Over it, John. Tende.
Ich bin gut hier.
See fate to worker.
What?
See to Hester.
Intended nu, Tulkis.
Din Hester. What wilt thou?
Arita,
Boon to hear.
what needeth be undone?
Kempes, yeah. Anon,
Yari, Tende, so ahead.
Harkeneth aller.
You have to tell them.
Aggress at yourself. Ikil.
What needeth be undone? Arita, what needeth be undone?
See they to work.
Agretes for Hestes. Moveth, get a busy.
See they to work. What needeth be undone? Equal building that for they. Arita, what needeth
Yari
work?
to done some work.
Charles Winker. Equal brook.
See fate a worker. Ikil build a that for they.
What needeth be undone? Ready to done some work. See they to work. You'll have it that he building it. See they to work. Yeah, ready to done some work. You can build it that for they. What needeth be undone? And seal ye builded thing. Ye can have it that he building it on. What needeth be undone? Good swinker at me, mate. See thee to work her. Till then day that's right to know. Arita, what needeth work her? This show low, would I mate?
Attendeth no, Tolkien.
What needeth be undone? See thee to work her. You can have it that he building an what needeth work her? What needeth be undone? Unseal ye building.
See thee to work, eh? Build end day that Rita new.
See thee to work at. Tell Fender he's been leaving. Building done. What needeth be undone? You'll then need that Rita to work at. Rita, what needeth work at? If you'll go on flock of wood, you're right to done some work at. Delving the road. What needeth be undone? See things. See thing to work at. You have to Delvin. Toon folk already ready. Yare to done some work here.
Lustet ich heere dann.
Arita, what needeth be undone? He'll build a that for thee.
Save the Hastings. He's understood that. Harkeneth alla. Intended. Yes, yeah. You undergete me Hastings.
What shall he do?
Art laten is verder ute.
Antibo, Swahead. The Hester is playing.
None wake up,
Reading
Lencha!
Swakemon. Reading out, Swahead. Antibo, Swahead. Going there, read anon. Reading out, Swakemon. We're here again, Fendes Urasa. Reading but anon. I abea Sutes. Reading out, Swahead. Reading forth anon. Reading out, Swakemanden. Fuse to go. Mit jute is de hera. Reading out, Swahead. Reading forth anon. Going there, read anon. I hiera di Hester. I abea Sutes. On the move, Swahead. On the move, Swahead. I hera di Hester.
Ich shall obey.
Aye.
I ready to... The Hester is playing. Reading out, Swakemanden.
Oh, nan resta for the shrewd.
Arita, Ick'll do suethe, come on. What shall he do? Going there, read anon.
Your legs are ready and the waiting Morris.
Ready to go. Fuse to go.
My way shall be fet, left the pass to a fireful leap.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you ready for Hastings? Yeah, you ready for Hastings? Building to put it over.
Commanded me.
Alrita. You ready for the next? Ready to go? He bore with that. This is he built it, and he built it well. And the rest are for the shrewd. Ready to go? It's great that. Halvestirke i kun what he can do it. Leave a good worker, and mickle thing.
Obedience to virtue is way.
not gonna be under the arm with us!
Delta reporting!
Itchin.
Full snipping!
Go to work at Donarita. Look is great, eh? Yeah? What needest thou of me? It'll get this building and build it for thee. You ready for the next worker on the roller? It'll get this building and build it for thee. Brave and good a worker. I'll still gay, Kun, what he am doing.
Come on, the man. Your lal Yemeni bear.
Ready to go? Yeah. You ready for Hastings? Born way that this? Yeah. You ready for Hastings? Building to put it up. Who's thou havest me? Hearken thou on. We have a tested. Yes, no shell. Could he go with the worker?
Obedience to virtue is wailing. The way shall be a steering sewer ahead.
Your lal Yemeni bear.
Ich shall of father pass of reed weasels. Commanded mich a steering at the Hester. So will it bail.
Harken, Yawala.
Take it. Hastings are coming. Born way that this is he built it and he built it well. Ich am fine with that. Could he go with the worker? Hunger for the actor.
Beoclum, men, peace anew. It will be done. What need me?
Yeah. Looking forward to working in the Walder. Send and make the Astor. Mi spera is he hunger for the act.
The Surge engines aren't ready! Follow in the Surge engine, you braggers! Read the Surge engine!
Not manning.
Always, steer.
Die crossbowers are Deaton weaponers. Crossbows and shaking crossbow! And then left and shaking! Keep them a good both sure, crossbowers! The crossbowers! Who the shot is winner? All the Hastings!
Oh, we're men! We're moon at each cannon, bully and Hastings!
Aim and low, crossbowers! Hearing is to obey it.
Now rest up for the Shrewd. Ready to go. It'll get this building and build it for thee. Yeah? What needest thou of me?
Harken, Allah. Hesters aren't
Ready to go.
or good to do one thing not broken.
Ready to go. Building to put it up.
On the Hastings! Blood is still.
Trackers, your Hestes on here. Hit will they be all done.
Die Admin und Rasse!
spoil.
Leave a good worker and make a thing. Yeah, you ready for Hastings? Building to put it up. You ready for the next worker on the roller? Yeah, you ready for Hastings? Blowing.
Frecus, we will have in Hastings and on read. An onore to donna.
The sergeant getting bus.
And rest for the Arita. I'll do so at the commander.
Nu, young men, attendant. The Hester is yet.
He obey and read a book. This is for the engine.
We have an Hestes coming on.
Sergeant, team to leaving.
Hearken to Hestes, young men.
Following the Serge engine, you freckers. Allah is a data. Waiting for it. Launching speed.
Frecus, young company will be done. Your company will be welcome, Frecus. Diomea, be the left.
Mr. Clear. Allah is a data. Land and horse. The friends, letting us Surge engines at the ready. Listen and do not listen.
Push it, Arwen. Spearman, Arit Spearman, uncommon, Abide, Anglad.
Nu, young men.
Give them something to do.
Rochester's outer wall crumbled to King John's men, and they descended on the keep.
and read a book. Stick him in low, crossbowers! He crossbowers! Not at your knife! Shoot it!
Push it! Get down your gear! Sergeant!
Stand up, men! The thinker of the spoil! Formations! Need to scoot forward! Nay, hiding at the back!
Hastings coming on. Your company will be welcome, Francis.
We obey. Read a phone.
The Hastings is yet.
Allah is a heater.
Your legs are ready and the waiting more swinging.
Alfred, we can't get on with here. Proposing ready and waiting.
We're standing yard to come on.
Crossbowers, a decent weapon. Crossbows at the ready. Aim it low, crossbowers.
Sergeant at the ready.
Crossbowers, a decent weapon. Aim it low, crossbowers.
The sergeant's army ready.
Crossbowers, a deacon weaponers! Cross-tethering is noted. Conne bear shotgun.
That's beyond us. Let's get wild.
Dören, whereas for Varian Fortress. Dören, on the corner Ora Yappes. Hear it into obeying.
Good work, Donna Reed. Look is great, that. Yeah?
We next couldn't be under the hand with us.
In no they stop her and we have a Hastings.
Send him in. Get a stool.
No Hestes coming, men. It is a good work. ich am doing.
Sida bordes och Aspanglore.
You like? Change the get thinkers no. Here go get this building, you build it for they.
Crossbows at the ready! They're blocking! Lots of work to do! Market me pointer!
Listen! And do not miss it!
Crossbowers! A Deaton herring is north! Connebeam!
Ara is a dita!
Sida bordes och Aspanglore.
Aim and low, crossbowers! Fucking Arvara!
With the siege engine!
Your behest shall be done.
Ara is a dita! Up there!
This soldier, yes, sir. It can't go down the rule. Your last
Is a dita!
Equilibrium! And we can pressure! And into our stool!
Ara is a dita! Getting on me feet!
Rochester's inner wall finally gave way, and the keep was laid bare for the taking.
We are now waiting for the Hastings village. He bore away that this is he built it, and he built it well.
The siege engines are ready! Now can I be
We stand at yard and command.
Sergeants attend to don't kidding him.
Any man trespasser, him is shepherd.
The siege engines are ready!
Be that
Doing that new!
That's beyond us! Yes, sir! It can't do that,
keep at Rochester fell at the hands of the king's army, securing both the castle and the route to London. While the fight for England raged on, a desperate King John clung to the throne.
All right, yeah, well, I made plenty of mistakes there, like mismanaging my gold with the trebuchets early, and then not taking enough troops into battle, and not having built the production facilities close to the battle that I should have, but you saw me eventually correct those and go in and get the keep. But there you go, that's an idea of what the campaign's like, plus some cutscene. Hopefully this was helpful to people who wanted to just see some gameplay and get an idea of what it's like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage signing out for now, and I'll be back with some more content soon.